Welcome back to another edition of Small Business Advisor. Today's topic, free publicity. Today we'll talk about the definition of public relations, the demand for content, list some essentials, figure out where to start, and offer up some recommendations. So let's get started. Public relations is the managing the flow of information between an organization and its publics. Firms produce news releases that are topics of public interest that do not require payment. Also, when these news releases are reproduced by third-party outlets, they are viewed as more legitimate than advertising. So what is the demand for content? Well, all mediums seek daily content, whether they're radio, TV, newspapers, magazines, trades, and websites. They need this content to satisfy their audience. The information needs to be relevant and timely and newsworthy. They also need to be professionally written and free of errors. Also, these articles should be accurate and well researched and have some sort of an expert opinion. So what are the essentials? Well, may I suggest you identify mediums for your industry. Listen or read the content of these articles or these stories. Contact these editors. They are primarily listed in the beginning of particular trades. Determine the need of that particular medium. Look at the content, message, the tone and tempo, and start to craft your first story or article and do a good job of copy editing it. And finally, submit it to several outlets. So where to start? Well, what are the current issues that are facing the industries that you serve today? What's happening in those industries today? What is your approach to these problems? And then how did you solve those problems? Once you've determined what the content of your story is going to be, write an article, state the problem and the current methods being used. Describe your unique process and how do you solve the problem. I encourage you to repeat this process using new themes. Some recommendations are: build relationships with editors. They are always seeking reliable providers. Be cautious. They may or may not use your content every time. They typically use an editorial calendar. Over time, you may be viewed as a reliable source. Credibility. Assure that whatever you do produce is well researched and accurate. Do a good job of copy editing your work before you submit it. Grammar, syntax, and basic spelling. No one wants to rework your article. And then be available for comments. And finally, be consistent. Focus on your expertise and provide the latest thinking in your field. Do you need PR help? We have several resources at our website at ibrands.com. We've also produced a brand strategy workbook that's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And if you have a question, feel free to drop us an email at info@ibrands.com. And thanks for listening.